Hello, Cornish writers. Here's how to schedule a live Zoom consultation with a peer consultant. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're signed into your Cornish Gmail account. The Writing Center uses Google Calendars to book our appointments, and so this is how you'll be able to access our scheduling calendar. So the easiest way to go about this is to go to any of your courses on Canvas, and using the left-hand sidebar, scroll down to the Writing Center icon. If you hover your mouse over it, you can find the Schedule an Appointment button, which will lead you to our master calendar. Find a time that works for you and hit save. So you've now booked an appointment. You can then view this appointment in your Google Calendar to create a notification for the time, or if you have to cancel in order to reschedule. There's one important thing to notice about this, and that's that there is both a Google Meet and a Zoom Meet button. We're asking that writers use the Zoom meeting. We found that Zoom is a little bit more reliable than Google Hangouts, and it's just easier to navigate. So please use the Zoom button in order to get into your appointment. If you do end up in Google Hangouts, though, don't worry. We can come find you. You can find the Zoom meeting link here at the top or down below in the description. The next part of this process is that we're going to ask you to fill out the Writing Center info form. If you click on this link, it will lead you to the Cornish Writing Center live video info form. If you've ever been to the Writing Center before, this is a little bit like that piece of paper that we'd hand you at the beginning of a consultation, just so that we can get a little bit more information about you and what we're working on during the consultation. An important thing to know is that you can edit this form if you want to change your writing or your goals before your appointment. It's pretty straightforward. We just ask for some basic information, email address, when your appointment is, your name and your pronouns, and your major and year. And then we ask you a couple questions about how we can best support you in this consultation if you have accommodations or if you're multilingual. An important thing to know about this form is that we do keep all of this information confidential. It will not be shared with anyone, we promise. Next, the form will ask you a couple questions about the project that you're working on. What are you working on? What are your questions or goals for your consultation? And what are you hoping to accomplish? We then offer a couple options for uploading your writing. You can either upload a file or use a Google Drive link. I'll just briefly share with you how to share a Google Doc, because sometimes it can be a bit confusing. So if you go up to the button Share on your Google Doc, you can copy the link and also add the Writing Center. It's already popped up for me, but if you start typing it in, writingcenter@cornish.edu, it should pop up, and there it is. You can add us as a viewer or a commenter, whichever you're more comfortable with, and hit send. This way we'll get an email that allows us to access your writing. Then you can go back to the form and paste in the link that you copied earlier. This also gives us access in case your email didn't go through. You can then go to the next page of the form where it just asks you a couple more questions about whether your instructor, or whether you'd like us to inform your instructor, basically. Sometimes there are required visits for the Writing Center where you can earn extra credit or it's part of the assignment. And if so, we can email your instructor telling them that you have been to the Writing Center. Then just hit agree, or read the short statements, let you know what you're agreeing to when you submit your writing to the Writing Center, and hit submit. And there we go. You now know all of the steps in order to book out a live Zoom meeting with a consultant. Good luck with the rest of the semester, and we hope to see you online soon.